Hello and welcome. In today's inspiration, we're going to be rewriting the entire job description from Oxford HR and HR firm, and we're going to transform the entire caption into something new. We'll be rating it at the end out of 10 and some of the reasons as to why we've done some tweakings. So if you look closely, if you look very keen, you're going to read or you're going to understand what the entire job description is all about and why it is formed in this way. So let's first run through it. Ethical Partnership is looking for a business and innovation lead. The business and innovation, BI in brackets, lead will be responsible for leading ETP's work on identifying and advocating for better business practices, effectively leading the business pilots pillar for the ETP Strategy 2030. Location London, UK for at least 2 days per week. Candidates must have the right to work in the UK or any of the offices in Kenya, Malawi, Rwanda, India, Sri Lanka, China, and Indonesia. Closing date 10th July 2022. Apply here and search for a better world, #business, #innovation, and #lead. So far this is what Oxford HR written. But let's see what we've come up with and whether it's something that speaks or makes a bit of sense. So here's what we've written. So it goes, a business lead is needed by Ethical Partnership, in bracket ETP. Why have we decided to add the ETP at the forefront? Because it's going to help us shorten up our description in the end without not needing to write the entire caption once again. Then we move on and say, the candidate will be responsible for leading the ETPs, what we've talked about, work on discovering and pushing for better solutions, while guiding business pilots with excellent business methods towards the 2030 ETP strategy. The candidate should be able to work in the UK or in any of the offices, including Kenya, Malawi, Rwanda, India, Sri Lanka, China, or Indonesia. The deadline is July 10th, 2022. Apply here. #business and innovation, #Oxford HR, #job. Now let's start with the very first line. When you look closely to what Oxford HR written, it went along the lines of Ethical Partnership is looking for business and innovation lead. Now, that alone has no problem. We just did a simple tweaking for it to have a vibrant vibe and a powerful message in the end. And when you compare the two, you would find that the tweaking that we've applied, apparently, they're also nice. You can move along with them. And when you read through the second sentence, the business and innovation BI lead will be responsible for leading ETP's work on identifying and advocating for better business practices. You realize that we've cut out some of the fat, we've cut out some of the information because it might be relevant for the end reader despite them being in need of the job, but still they might want something easy to consume and they want to get straight to the point. That's what we've cut out. So when you read this is about 3 lines, and most of what is included is the main key components. So if you look closely, you're going to understand some of the 2 elements. So looking at work on identifying and advocating for better business practices, here we've said something along the line that the candidate will be responsible for leading ETPs. Basically, will be leading the entire team on discovering and pushing for better solutions while guiding business pilots with excellent business methods towards the 2030 ETP strategy. And we've cut out like a whole line, a whole sentence, just to make it stick and make it more meaningful. Then when we go to the last sentence, last but not least, the location, we've brought back the candidate form, we brought back the candidate word, which is basically around giving a direct communication that the candidate will be responsible for, the candidate should be able to work in UK or in any of the offices, including Kenya, Malawi, Rwanda, India, Sri Lanka, China, or Indonesia. Realize that we've not done the repetition of saying London for at least 2 days per week, because if I don't have a work permit to operate in the UK, that shouldn't apply for me. But at least I've provided an alternative that, okay, if at all I'm in position to work in Sri Lanka, then this might be something I'm in position to work at all, put all my energy into. Then lastly, instead of just writing what Oxford HR did, that closing date, which is formal way, I decided to make it fancy, which basically is the deadline is, because by then it would communicate the urgency in the shortest time possible. Then also we included apply here, which is the same with what Oxford HR wrote. Maybe one thing we could add to this is try shortening up the whole length, because it would create more room for adding our very own hashtags. Which leads us to the hashtag section. When you look closely, it goes hashtag business and innovation, hashtag Oxford HR, and hashtag job. Now we've cut out 2, if not 3, if not 4 hashtags, and we've twisted them accordingly. So the very first hashtag we have is business and innovation. We've combined business and innovation since are the main key areas for the entire job description. And since LinkedIn is a powerful social platform, it would be very easier for someone to type into that, even if they land onto that hashtag. Odds are high they will find fewer jobs about this specific environment. Then we've included a branded hashtag, Oxford HR. It's always recommended to use your branded hashtag, because it will still archive all your messages in one place. And finally, we've included one broad hashtag, which is hashtag job. If you realize we not used hashtag, let's say apply or hashtag career, just use the hashtag job, because it would make such so much sense since we are advertising a job in this case. Nonetheless, this is the entire rewrite we've done for Oxford HR. What do you think about this whole update in general? Give us a rating out of 10 and what Oxford written. Thank you.